One of the biggest signs of quantum immortality is that you have this major, major life or death event and you survive. It doesn't make sense. Nobody can explain it. And instead of realizing perhaps that you've died and shifted timelines, you have this unintegrated piece of knowledge, because in the society that you come from, and materialist reductionist binary societies where you cannot be alive and dead, you are not Schrodinger's cat. In societies like this, it's not possible. So you frame it as a near-death experience, a miracle intervention, the hand of God, whatever it happens to be. And I've talked to many people that have had stories like this, and their stories all range from the medical impossible to literally being head-on in a collision and ending up on the other side of the road in the right direction unscathed. And their car is totally decimated, but they walk away totally fine. Everybody's story is different. But what is interesting is that there's always some weirdness that happens after. And when you've shifted timelines and you are awake to this, what you notice is that you'll pick up like different threads of your life. There's a podcaster, I can't remember his name, but he talks about this, having this near-death experience and then entering into what seems like a parallel version of his reality, where friends and family expect him to know things that he doesn't, where bills are paid that he knows he didn't pay, where his version of his residence is slightly different. And when people have these experiences, because they live in a society that doesn't honor them, they don't have a way to actually integrate this into an information module like I'm quantum shifting. And they don't know how to utilize that information. And because we live in a society where we often don't question the status quo, because why would we? Then we believe all of the narrative structures that are inputted into us. It doesn't have to be Machiavellian, right? It could just be we're upholding the illusion all collectively together because science hasn't caught up. We don't know the limits of the human body. We don't know the limits of consciousness. So as a result, there are no teaching frameworks. You're not going to learn about quantum shifting in any sort of college program. And so if you've had any sort of near-death experience, what I believe personally is that you have a golden opportunity to create a new life if you're willing to let go of the old. And so sometimes with those who have quantum immortality, they have this rapid shift, like the doors will suddenly close, like the people they were engaged with will suddenly reject them. They'll turn into a different person. Their family will like push them out of the nest forcibly. They'll lose jobs, opportunities, houses, all sorts of stuff. And it's almost the universe's way of saying, look, here's a gift of a new life, and we're going to make sure that you don't go backwards. But how do you use it? How do you train yourself to accept it, to understand it? That you have to continue listening for. You can check out my Awakening with Dr. C podcast on Spotify. Link is in the bio.